They told me, son, you were born to do great things. They were right.
I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. You think that's a child down there? She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. It's Ryan! Goddamn Andrew Ryan! Head to medical!
Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find Red Home? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Did that airplane crash? Or was it hijacked?
There ain't no Atlas, kid. The name's Frank Fontaine.
I had you built. I sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up.
You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance.
Sally! Sally, come out!
She wasn't yours, Comstock.
Elizabeth, I am so sorry.
No, you're not. But you're about to be.
Mademoiselle?
Yes?
Quel est votre nom?
Elizabeth.
Pour vous, Elisabeth.
Oh, no. No, I couldn't. I can't accept...
Je vous en prie. J'insiste.
Oh, thank you.
Comment ça va, Elisabeth? Comment allez-vous, mademoiselle?
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Comment ça va, Elisabeth?
Bien le bonjour, mademoiselle. Bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bonjour, mon petit trésor.
Je vais te croquer.
Bonjour.
ça va, Elisabeth? Comment allez-vous?
Bon. Bonjour, mademoiselle Elisabeth. Je manque d'inspiration aujourd'hui.
Bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bien le bonjour.
Bonjour, mon ami. Alors, tu as parlé à la jolie petite américaine? Oh, bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonne journée! Comment ça va, Elisabeth?
Bonne journée!
Tiens,
Bonjour!
Bonjour! Bonjour, chérie. Et si tu venais boire un verre avec nous?
Claude?
Sois pas jalouse, ma petite! C'est pas interdit pour un homme de boire avec deux jolies filles.
Viens jouer avec nous, Elisabeth!
I'm sorry, Cosette. Next time, I promise.
Oh, dommage.
Bien le bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Comment allez-vous?
Bien le bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bien le bonjour, Elisabeth. Je peux vous vendre tous les livres que vous voulez. Et pour pas cher en plus.
Do you have The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton?
Désolé, ma petite. Celui-là n'a pas encore été écrit. Comment allez-vous?
Bonjour. Il va falloir que tu me guides. Parce que je me suis perdu dans tes yeux.
Une baguette, mademoiselle?
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Le pain est frais, le ciel est bleu et vous êtes resplendissante. Roquefort, camembert, brie de Meaux, les meilleurs fromages au meilleur prix.
Bonjour, Elisabeth.
Bonjour.
Oh, écris-moi encore un poème, Christian, mon amour.
Tout ce que tu veux, Roxane.
Elle est tellement plus belle en vrai, tu trouves pas?
Si tu veux mon avis.
L'oiseau ou la cage? L'oiseau ou la cage? Pourquoi pas les deux?
Sally? Sally!
Come back!
Come back! Come back!
Wait! Sally, stop!
Come back!
Sally, where are you going?
Come back!
Sally, hold on!
Come back! Come back!
Stop! Stop! Where did she go? Go away. It wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything! No, it wasn't my fault. Leave me alone! Can't you just leave me alone? I'm sorry! I'm sorry. I never should have left. I never should have left you there.
Empty. Empty again. What are the odds?
What's the hold-up?
Just having a bit of a laugh, Atlas.
This ain't a sporting event. Put a bullet in her. No need to torture the poor girl. We're not animals, you know.
All right, all right.
Let her go!
Quiet down, dear. In a minute, all your problems will be over.
Elizabeth, tell him you can get him back.
Booker? Booker,
Say,
what? I don't understand. How?
Say, I can get you back to Rapture.
What?
Just say it.
I can get you back to Rapture.
Put the gun down. Now, what was that you said about Rapture?
I can get you back to Rapture.
And how you plan on doing that, sister? You some kind of magician?
Suchong.
What?
Tell him Suchong.
Suchong.
And how do you know that, slant-eyed wonder?
You're his lab assistant.
I'm his lab assistant.
If it escaped your notice, Andrew Ryan sunk us 5,000 fathoms below his shining city. How does Suchong propose to get us back?
That's between me.
That's between me.
And the slant.
And the slant. But if I do this, the girl goes with me.
Little sisters are worth their weight in gold. She's not up for negotiation.
Last time I checked, back in the city they were making little sisters by the dozen.
That's a right fairy tale you've dreamed up, sister. But if you're lying, we can just as well kill you tomorrow. Down here, we got nothing but time. In case I need to get hold of you. If you see Suchong, tell him Atlas says he hasn't forgotten him.
Ugh!
Elizabeth, come on, it's time to get moving.
Booker? What?
Over here, on the radio.
You're not Booker.
Well, of course I ain't.
What have I gotten myself into? I didn't orphan that girl. I didn't kidnap her.
But she made for some exceptional bait, didn't she?
Had to be done.
Did it?
I felt everything. that every version of me felt. All of that knowledge. I lost a pinky, but that version of me, she lost everything. And Comstock, that final Comstock, he thought he could avoid his guilt by coming here.
You educated him proper.
But then why am I back here? Huh? I don't remember opening a tear to come back. And who are you? Huh?
I think you'll figure that out soon enough.
In Paris, I was happy. And now I'm here dealing with this Atlas, this psychopath. What was I thinking?
That wasn't Paris any more than I am Booker.
Now I have to find this Suchong, and I don't even know who that is.
Not yet, but you know he's the key, don't you?
To what?
You're asking me. Elizabeth, I ain't even here.
What are you? Huh? And how did you know exactly what to tell Atlas?
Let me ask you a question. You feeling like yourself, Elizabeth?
I feel strange and smaller. I can't see the doors. What's behind the doors? I can't see the future. I can't even see any tears. Stay away from me. Booker. No, please don't. I died here. I was killed by that. Stay away from me! But then, how am I here? How can I be dead in this world and yet... My finger. What am I? I don't understand.
If we're going to end up at the same place, I don't see the harm in enjoying the ride.
Are you being cute?
I've come round to your way of thinking.
Have you?
Yes. I do believe one can change things, but after all the bother, one often wishes that one had not.
You're a fatalist.
A physicist?
A fatalist.
So was Newton, especially when it came to apples falling from trees. They always contrived to land with a splat. She left the child to rot.
Are you implying she's the apple?
I'm implying that she did not fall far from the tree.
And now she wants to go back.
I need to go back. To fix what I broke.
Back to where she has no right to be.
Back to where she doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong? Wait, what do you mean?
Do you want to tell her brother, or shall I?
Because I died.
There are rules.
Even for one such as you.
She'll forget.
All the doors.
And what's behind all the doors?
All closed to her now.
She'll be just like the rest of us.
Forgetting the past.
The present.
The future.
I'd wager she won't even remember this conversation. We've arrived. You're trading omniscience and croissance for death and mildew.
I left Sally to rot. For what? So I could punish Comstock? He was trying to help her, to save her, and if I don't make that right...
We all have our crosses to bear.
But there is a thin line between a martyr and a fool. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Lutesses warned me that if I came back here, I would collapse.
Collapse?
From a quantum superposition to just me.
Quantum what?
I've changed, Booker. No tears, no cosmic knowledge. Just a normal girl. With a normal pinky. If I can't open tears, I'm never leaving here, am I? I'm never going back to Paris. You're just what? You're just the fragments of my memory telling me what my future holds?
You decided to come here, Elizabeth. You knew what that meant. Only option, as I see it, is to trust yourself. Find Su Chong.
I've been calling all day. Ain't he ever in? He's on vacation. Well, he's gonna want to get this message as soon as he gets back, all right? It's real important. Did you give him my message?
I think I'm gonna have to use this
Did you
air
give
grab.
him my message?
It's gonna be messy. I don't know if...
Well, a blow to the back of his head will serve just as well. Be a hell of a lot quieter, too.
That's not what you would have done.
I'm not Booker. Just because your father did something one way, doesn't mean you have to.
He's my boss. No doubt about that. But I see us as friends more than anything else. I mean, took me out for drinks once, me and a couple of the other guys, but like I said, we're friends.
she told me to stop calling, so I did. Now I just hang around outside the place she's staying.
You'll want to get the drop on him, and quiet. Shh. He can't hear what's only in your head.
I can win her back. I just gotta keep my chin up.
Well, he's not getting up anytime soon.
And what with his head all attached to his body.
From here on, it's only gonna get worse.
And how much worse is up to you.
Children are clay, Bradburn. It's up to us to see they become Grecian urns and don't return to mud. Get them young enough, you can mold them for life. Henry! Fetch that Black Label Lacus, that 12-year-old single malt. Let's discuss this like men. Henry!
Now, let's get his lockpick.
Lockpicking can be easy with the right tools and know-how. Use your lockpick to probe a pin. A neutral pin will open the door. A blue pin will open the door and knock free a noisemaker. A red pin will open the door, but also sound an alarm.
Simple enough, just a 6-pin tumbler. But there's an alarm. That could come in handy, though.
Hello, children. I'm Ryan the Lion. I'm here to tell you about Peter the Parasite. If I bake a pie, isn't it mine to enjoy? No, says Peter the Parasite, we all deserve a piece. If I earn a nickel, isn't it my right to buy candy if I see fit? No, says Peter the Parasite, you must only buy fruits and vegetables. If I can afford to see the doctor, is it my concern that others cannot? No, says the damnable parasite. We must all crowd our way into the physician's office. Ryan the Lion says, chew on that, you parasite. Hello, children. I'm Ryan the Lion. I'm here to tell you about Peter the Parasite. If I bake a pie, isn't it mine to enjoy? No, says Peter the Parasite, we all deserve a piece. If I earn a nickel, isn't it my right to buy candy if I see fit? No, says Peter the Parasite, you must only buy fruits and vegetables. If I can afford to see the doctor, is it my concern that others cannot? No, says the damnable parasite. We must all crowd our way into the physician's office. Ryan the Lion says, chew on that, you parasite. Hello, children. I'm Ryan the Lion. I'm here to tell you about Peter the Parasite. If I bake a pie, isn't it mine to enjoy? No, says Peter the Parasite. If I earn a nickel, isn't it my right to buy?
You sure you're ready to use that?
It's a crossbow. Looks like the bolt delivers some kind of sleep agent. Probably phencyclidine or sodium thiopental. They had all kinds of books in my tower. How do you think I always knew what ammo to toss you?
Knowing ain't the same as being ready.
Why don't you ask Comstock how ready I was?
Your father's blood runs in your veins, but it doesn't have to be on your hands.
And
it's up to you.
Ryan the Lion warn us? Those who cannot create will always steal from those who do. Where is your empathy? Asks Peter the Parasite while he picks your pocket. Do you know this word, empathy? You'll find it in the dictionary under...
Your imperfections will gang up on you in a crisis.
Come on out, you should be ashamed!
Must be excised, like tumorous growth, before it's too late.
If I earn a nickel, if I see fit. No, says Peter the Parasite. You must only buy fruits and
We must
vegetables.
find it, root it out!
If I can afford to see the doctor, is it my concern that others...
Come back! Let's see this through! Together! No one around? Seems I still have the ability to scare off a patient.
Look, Suchong. That's the name you had me tell Atlas. Huh.
I don't follow.
Looks like this character Suchong has taken over the Silverfin restaurant. That's where the tear was that I used when I first came to Rapture looking for Comstock. Before this place was turned into a prison.
But the first time you came to Rapture was in 1960, with Booker. When you drowned some...
Over a year from now. Yeah, that's right. When I could see all the doors, it all made sense, but now it's just a jumble.
Elizabeth, you're bleeding.
Now I know what it feels like. Alright, if we're gonna find Suchong, the Silverfin is the place to start. I know the way.
Are you in the know? There has been a lot of idle talk from gadflies and naysayers following the nationalization of Fontaine Futuristics. I believe in free men and free markets, but I also believe in my city. And Frank Fontaine's purpose was nothing less than the destruction of Rapture. It was he who gave comfort to the laggards and layabouts. It was he who coddled the tramps and vagabonds. Fontaine was poisoning the people of Rapture. But his venom wasn't made of arsenic or strychnine. No. It was concocted from something far deadlier. It was brewed from altruism.
Now you know.
Welcome to the Circus of Values. Come back when you get some money, buddy.
Gary, do you see that too?
The
Looks like some door leading to another place of time.
I do, Betty. And it's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Are you sure?
Betty, we live in Rapture, a place of perpetual scientific breakthrough and wonder. You'll need to get used to seeing a few strange sights from time to time.
I suppose we are living in the future.
Are you in the know?
Human reproduction is vitally important to society, but there is no reason that the act of copulation cannot be pleasurable as well. Remember these tips. Sex is egotistical. Without self-esteem, those participating in coitus are revealed to be fraudulent, hypocritical animals. Ego is indispensable in the bedroom. Negotiate with your mate. Intercourse can be mutually beneficial to both parties. Set out expectations with your partner beforehand, outlining the services you will provide one another, and hold them to their side of the deal. Never forget, oral contracts and handshake deals are for starry-eyed gigolos. Always get it in writing. Your pleasure is your business. Remember, you come first. Nobody's going to keep an eye on your pleasure except you. Don't be left high and dry. Armed with this knowledge, go forth now and enjoy Sexual Congress the Rapture way.
Now you know.
I was here as well. Right after I came through, I needed something to wear that was a little more rapture appropriate.
Kill your cravings at the Circus of Values.
Can anyone ever make you feel like Senator Cohen can? Rapture's most
Wow.
beloved musical artist returns.
He didn't have these books in my tower.
His greatest album yet. Songs of love, songs of joy, songs of passion. Buy Why Even Ask and invite Senator Cohen into your home today.
Dear Madam, I have received your letter regarding our new line of peeping Tom plasmids and wish to respond thusly. Tough luck. This is Rapture, miss. What my customers do with my product is their business. If you are feeling uncomfortable, you are more than welcome to line the walls of your home in lead. If you wish, I could direct you to a reputable supplier.
Disappear from sight, see through walls, and sneak up on your foes.
I told Senator Cohen I'm always ready to cut
Splicers.
I put on a show.
I could use
He
this
called.
plasmid and see them through the walls, or if worse comes to worse, turn completely invisible and get the drop on them.
Psychology, sociology. There's all kind of theories about how you sell something to a man. Those eggheads ever hear of relationships, conversation, huh?
folks always stare when I make the scene. You get used to it. Recently, I've been on something of a hiatus.
What did you mean before when you said you were in Paris?
It wasn't really Paris. It was more the world as I want to see it. I suppose I wasn't really happy there. We'd all be better off, us Stewits, if we could leave well enough alone. Hey, there you are.
How many times have I asked Antonio for lockers with actual locks on them? I come back from lunch and the ensemble I just bought is gone. Stolen. But here's what takes the cake. The thief left an outfit in exchange. At first I was going to toss that thing, but then I kind of fell in love with it. It's an old-timey number with a corset, no less. It ain't exactly today's fashion, but I'm a girl who can tell good craftsmanship when she sees it.
What's the matter, Frank?
It's this thinning hair, Jim. Every day there's less and less.
You know, the problem's not in your hair. It's in your genes.
Hey, I don't go in for all that splicing stuff. My buddy says it's not safe.
Shows you what your buddy knows. Go over to Genetic Horizons for a trial of fresh hair. Fresh hair is not only gives you a full head of thick hair, but it's 100% safe.
Full head of hair and 100% safe. Maybe it's time for me to get a little fresh hair.
I tapped the doorway twice. Everything goes all right inside. Touch the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I'll be late again, but I'm a mess. I'm a mess. This outfit, it doesn't feel right. Should I change again? Where's the mirror? He'll see me again. Ah!
Kill your cravings at the
choices. But in the end,
Selfishness,
our choices
says Peter the
make us.
parasite. Self-interest, says Ryan the lion. Why share anything with your neighbor except a fence? I may be old, but I'm not deaf.
You don't have my permission to leave. I ain't got time for this.
Once I could see everything. Every possible moment. And now...
You're just like everyone else.
Why? Why, because I died here? If I'm just like everyone else, I can't help Sally. I can't even get back to where I was.
If you don't mind me asking, love, why are you talking to nobody? If I had pegged you for a loon, I might have had second thoughts on our arrangement.
I'll hold up my end. But I better find the girl the way I left her.
You're in no position to make demands. But I must confess, I do like a bit of sass in a lass.
Well, he's gotta be handsome, and smart, and self-assured like Andrew Ryan. And good with his hands like Dr. Steinman.
Why'd you do it? Wasn't I good enough?
It's him. It's the Big Daddy. The one that killed me.
You can't trade blows with him.
Comstock put him down and he got right back up. Now I can't hurt him. I could keep my distance, but if I watched myself, he could come in handy. Enemy of my enemy.
Mother always says it's important to be yourself. So here I am, 100% the genuine article.
Kill your cravings at the circus of values.
Fort Dundee. Fort Dundee. Fort Dundee. Good. Now he'll call. I want to go to Cohen's. 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 There. Now I'll get in. Yep. Ah!
This fella Atlas has been making the rounds down here, trying to bring some kind of order to this pit. All the splicers think the man walks on water, but something about him smells stink to me. Reminds me a bit of my former employer, Frank Fontaine. Always talking about how he was going to lift Rapture right out of the old man's wallet. No fuss, no muss. See where that got him.
Kill your cravings at the circus of values.
What do you want?
Let me in. I'm working with Atlas.
I ain't heard nothing. Nobody gets you in without a kind word from the boss.
That's it. I closed for you. For 15 years. I closed for you. And now, what am I? Some kind of anomaly.
That cat. If that's what they call a fella who's prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. The shoe fits. You got me.
Tony.
Kill your cravings at the circus of values.
The Silver Fin. This used to be a restaurant when I first came through. Now it belongs to this Suchong. Looks like I'm not the first one who tried to get in here. Well, at least he left a trail.
First, the law gets bribery. Then, you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law?
The love we have, that's something special. Not some fly-by-night deal, right?
Somebody must have shot him when he tried to break into Suchong's. Huh. What's this? Well, seems like central heating came from this room, so it would stand to reason that the ductwork should go to Suchong's. Wait a minute.
These new songs. They're real personal.
Suchong wasn't exactly a master of subterfuge.
What am I selling? Don't say insurance, because that ain't the answer. I am selling a man the right to feel like a man. To know his family is taken care of, no matter what.
So I greased a few palms here and there, time to time. What of it? I'd been told this town was friendly to free enterprise.
If we seek out the fight perpetually, there may be...
If you never, ever weaken.
Think we found our man.
No sign of him now.
Either he's dead, or working for Ryan.
I closed that son of a bitch. I closed it. No, I don't have a check, but I'm telling you, he is closed.
Columbia. He knew about Columbia. And Booker and me. The Suchong must have found a way to reopen the tear I made to come here. But how? A Lutece device. That's how he must have reopened the tear.
And before I knew it, Ryan had me bounced out of my own restaurant. And that Korean had the run of the place. It was a good business, I tell you. I never should have told anyone about that light. About those weird buildings I saw floating in the clouds. And most of all, I never should have told no one about that girl who showed up one day in that old-timey blue dress.
Problem. Big Daddy will not imprint on the little brats. Yet Fink succeeded in imprinting his disgusting bird on his subject. How has Fink, this stupid man, succeeded where Suchong failed? If Suchong could obtain hair sample of Fink's subject, Suchong could determine delta of genetic material with little sister. Proof is in DNA pudding.
Look, the tear still leads back to Columbia. Plasmids, Vigors. He and Fink must have been in communication, sharing secrets. Like the Luteces before they were physically together. Why did I need to come here? What does this have to do with Sally?
You remember, don't you?
It hasn't happened yet? I told you I can't do that.
Concentrate, Elizabeth.
No, the doors are shut. They're... The Lutece particle. I use the Lutece particle. If it can make a city float...
It can make a prison rise.
I can't open tears, but we could use this device to go to Columbia and find a particle. But it's been vandalized.
You'll fix it.
Sure. You know, my tower didn't come stock with the Lutece device repair manual.
You will fix it.
Yeah, I'll just...
Elizabeth, you will fix it.
Okay. Okay, there must be some information around here. These are elements. Sodium, titanium. Why would these be on schematics for... It's code. A Vigenère cipher. If we assume hydrogen is A, and iron, the 26th element, is C...
You always used to need a code key.
It's right here. Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac. Looks like a punch list for things Suchong needs to fix the machine. A cold cathode tube, a carbon dioxide scrubber, and a heatsink. Any of the vending machines should have the cathode tube. And we can look for a CO2 scrubber in the bathysphere showroom. A lot of models should have them. A heat sink. Oh, that's... Where in a department store are we gonna find...
Keep your cool with Old Man Winter.
That'll work. Time to find those parts. And then I just have to repair the most sophisticated piece of technology ever created.
Elizabeth, you saw yourself make this repair. You can do this.
Whatever you say. Guess we better find our way out of here. Atlas, you there? I need a favor.
A favor? I don't suppose you've conjured up the miracle you promised yet?
I'm working on it. I'm gonna need some Old Man Winter.
You might try where they hawk them new bathyspheres. As I hear it, Old Man Winter's the only thing keeps their batteries from bursting into flames after 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it. But it's the last favor you'll be getting.
Once I find replacements for these parts, it should just be a matter of swapping them in for the broken ones. She said optimistically.
Why, yes. I'd love to have children. 3 at least. Of course, I'd need to find the right fellow first.
Penalty for vandalism of Suchong device is death. Even for pretty lady.
I suppose you'd be Suchong. Save your ammunition, your device doesn't work.
Device work. Vandal sabotage. You are vandal.
Actually, I intend to fix your device. That is, unless you plan on coming down here and doing it yourself.
It's not prudent for Suchong to return to lab. You say you can fix?
I broke your code, didn't I? Now just give me the one to open that door and we'll see what your creation can do.
1216.
Your birthday?
Enough talk. Fix machine.
I'm just honored to be in the competition and...
How'd you know that?
Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac.
Rapture 1958.
The anarchist Bakunin said, the urge to destroy is also a creative urge. In this way, when we lay waste to your mind, we make art. Conflict. That's how we evolve. Physically, mentally. If you're not prepared for metamorphosis, then there's the door. I got
it. Gosh, there's an awful lot of competition and they're all so pretty. Boy, a girl can dream, can't she?
Yeah. Folks always stare when I make the scene.
To beget the future, we must go away from the brave past. And this obliteration begins inside you.
Women don't care nothing for Karen.
Well, he's gotta be handsome and smart and self-assured like Andrew Ryan. And good with his hands like Dr. Steinman.
Looks like someone's been decrypting a code. We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. Suchong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily. We'll update when we know more. What's that all about?
Nietzsche said, "You must have chaos within to give birth to a dancing star." A nice romantic evening. Someone will smooch. Bang, pow. She's back.
Mother always says it's important to be yourself. So here I am, 100% the genuine article.
And I've been on a sabbatical for going on 15 years now. I get some work, but I want to get back to real acting.
Intellectual. You must wade deep with you.
She likes nice shoes. You like these? These are brand new. I had them made special.
And I'm planning a big comeback. Just need a new agent, you know? You know anybody?
Why, yes. I'd love to have children. 3 at least. Of course, I need to find the right fellow first.
Ah! I know real well how these bodies think. I get into their heads.
Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business.
Sincerity. That's what I've been lacking.
That you, honey?
Doorknobs are my enemy. I seen what you done. And it ain't funny.
You can't talk to me like that. Show me some respect.
Come on. Don't leave me out here with my heart in my hand. Jeez. I'm jumping in my own shadow.
There, that machine. It'll have the cathode tube.
Huh? What's that, Cookie Face?
Well, what was that? Come here, hon. Gotta
What makes the girl different? I suspect it has less to do with what she is, and rather more with what she is not. A small part of her remains from where she came. It would seem the universe does not like its peas mixed with its porridge.
You take a lady to dinner. You take a client lunch. Don't skip on the toast. You hear me, Phil?
My colleague appears indisposed.
made my quota. Well, I mean, all right. I mean, I was only off this much. Fell upright for once.
Yep. Let's keep everything in order, shall we?
Looks like someone's been decrypting a code. We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. Suchong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily. We'll update when we know more. What's that all about?
Personality. People just like me. Right off the shelf. You can't buy that for love or money.
I can win her back. I just gotta keep my chin up.
I got something new.
There, that machine. It'll have the cathode tube.
Sincerity. That's what I've been lacking.
Got it. Now we need to find Old Man Winter and a CO2 scrubber.
To fix.
Folks always stare when I'm in the scene.
You can't judge a man only by his bookings.
If different types of food on my plate touch, I'll kill anyone who even looks at you.
These new songs, they're real personal to me. They're like love letters, straight from my heart to all my fans stuck with me like you.
Friend. I'm not trying to sell you insurance. I'm not in the insurance business.
Is it that tart from the paper? Spying on me again? Everyone wants a piece of me!
I saw where you went.
Hurry up and come out. I got a lot of irons in the fire.
Get out here! Your supper's getting cold!
A bootless errand, a snipe hunt. All told, an unprofitable use of time.
You keep your eye on the ball. That's how you stay on top. Eye on the ball.
That man was a creep. What did we say about creeps?
First, a law against bribery. Then, you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law?
Can't blame me. Things always slow down in the summer. It's like the heat. That's something that I've always...
Why, I'd never mollycoddle my little man.
Palm of my hand. Mark my words. Palm of my hand.
I would never leave him with the sitter. They're all perverts.
See what a success your dad is? You see how all them fellas look at me?
Friends? Of course he's got friends. But I always come first.
Big comeback. Just needed me waiting.
There's no relationship like mother and son. It's deeply intimate.
Where there's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
And why is that?
If you don't remove the carbon dioxide from the air supply in a submersible, it'll suffocate. And one thing I did like about Rapture, lots of new books to read. That will need a long-haul bathysphere, something where the CO2 buildup would limit the submersible period.
Yeah, both always stare when I make...
You okay?
I've seen all this happen before. I've seen everything that will happen, and now I only see darkness.
You sent yourself here for a reason.
A debt.
If that's what you want to call it.
This Atlas. I'm gonna have to kill him. Either that or he'll kill me.
Maybe so.
I'm not you, Booker. Some war hero. I'm not even me anymore. No tears, no omniscience, or whatever you want to call it. Just a whole lot of book learning. And a handful of lockpicks. The humpback whale. That thing is as old as the hills. Strictly bargain basement. You gotta wear an O2 tank and a mask. We won't find a scrubber on that. Oh, the 52 Mako. Classic. But it's a death trap. 28 known fatalities related to its use. Carbon dioxide poisoning. And they're still on the market.
Steeply discounted, though.
Did you ask
to be brought into this world. If your parents expect anything from you, tell them to get it in writing.
I've been on a sabbatical for going
There.
15
The
years now.
Stingray.
I get some work.
Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
The grease monkeys had to get it up there somehow. Just gotta find the controls.
Seems to me you're against a guy making an honest buck. I thought Rapture was open for business. Ugh!
Don't expect coddling from me. Are you some fickle child who won't relinquish your ugliest doll simply because it's yours?
When only you are accountable, you can expect nothing less
the
than
waters surrounding Fontaine's
greatness.
department store have been seeded with an extensive number of magnetic mines. They are very sensitive. Do yourself a
Where'd you
favor.
go?
Leave any thoughts of escape to the rubes. Life down in Fontaine's is going to be what you make of it. So make it great.
Come here, hon.
It's over.
Got a sweet idea for you.
Back to the office.
Who are we? We are men of tomorrow. Men who seek
Christ, better
conflicts
prep
so
for my
we
next
may
meeting.
transform.
The bell has rung, class is over. I hope we all learned something from that.
I can change, Sugar. I can. Just give me a chance.
I told Sander Cohen I'm always ready to cut a record. I put on a show. Said he'd call.
Selfishness, says Peter the Parasite. Self-interest, says Ryan the Lion. Why share anything with your neighbor except a fence? I leached off him till there was nothing left.
I know real well how these bodies think. I get into their heads, they never even see me coming.
Ah! Harassment. That's what this is. Incessant, unfounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affairs.
She told me to stop calling, so I did. Now I just hang around outside the place she's staying.
Yeah, those old numbers sure got some high notes. But I got something new in the works. Recently, I've been on something of a hiatus. I hear you gossiping about me. How could you just walk away?
He's no better than me. I was in the war. I won these scars.
You don't have my permission to leave. They cop a breeze or what?
I just got complacent. Once she sees I can change, she'll dump that deadbeat before you can spit.
Child star.
A
Child
rapture
star.
reminder. The waters surrounding
I'm just a
Fontaine's
star.
department store
Period.
have been seeded with an extensive number of magnetic mines. They are very sensitive. Do yourself a favor. Leave any thoughts of escape to the rubes. Life down in Fontaine's is
Damn hooligans. They've been sneaking into the repair bay at night, riding around on the hydraulic lifts. It's some kind of makeout spot. Can't exactly blame them. God knows how boring it must be to grow up in Rapture. But their hormones are costing us money, and this isn't an amusement park. I've locked the control room. The code is 7951.
Going to be what you make of it. So make it great.
I can be romantic. You're a new iron.
What was that?
You know, don't you?
The doors, they're cracking open. My memories of the future and somewhere I'm going to go.
You sure it's your future you're looking at?
If not mine, then whose?
I ain't got money like no Andrew Ryan. But I ain't some stuffed shirt neither. Hey, we're all adults. Nothing we can't work around with a little elbow grease. The love we have, that's something special. Not some fly-by-night deal, right? Where'd you go last night? Out? Out. You think I'm some kind of idiot? I cleaned the bathroom. Did you even notice? You could
Of course, the buildings are being fabricated above the waves. But we will lower them on a lunette ring, submerged into the structure's steel frames. So much steel, you wonder. How will we keep so large a purchase from the government? Water is buoyant. We shall not frame Rapture in steel, but in aluminium. The government jackals may suspect me of building an air force, but never a city.
off that bathroom floor. Women don't care nothing for character anymore. It's all money. She likes nice shoes. Huh? What's that, cookie face? Come on, don't leave me out here with my heart in my hand. Come back! I just want to talk. Jeez, I'm jumping at my own shadow. I gotta get my act together. I gotta get my act together. Sweetie, you in the bedroom? Come here, baby.
probably a switch around here somewhere.